Grand Budapest Hotel. Decidedly decadent, superbly staffed, and as perfect as a postcard.
Ding!
So, at least in England, the trailers of the Grand Budapest Hotel revealed that it is really good. It revealed the cast, you got a hint of the music, it showed a lot of the decadent setting of the Grand Budapest Hotel itself, and the reviews were, it's really, really good. And everything I've heard from critics is it's really, really good, and everything I've heard from friends is really, really good. No one really talks about what happens in it. At first I thought, well, it's very early on established, so it's not really a spoiler. But spoiler alert if you want to go into absolutely not hearing a goddamn thing about it. It's really good, just go watch it. Is that it looked like it was going to be a murder mystery. And then I assumed, no one wants to reveal a mystery. There is no mystery. It's very obvious from the beginning. But that's not the point. The point of the film is that it embodies what it tries to sell the hotel as. The film is all about execution. It's incredible commitment to everything looks like a postcard or a painting whenever anything stops. Like the camera constantly has it focused on single scenes and then moves and then stops. Rather than like no hovery, rotatey shiz. It's all very either followy or stopping. And it makes everything look like a portrait. There'll be so many bits of this film that could be put into stills that could then get sold off later. It's gorgeous, it's totally gorgeous. The soundtrack is incredible, and often very subtle. The casting is fantastic. That's another thing that the trailer shows off is the who's in it. But you don't get to see how big a role the individual people play, and it does vary massively. It's style and substance fantastically executed. And I adore it. I really, really enjoyed watching that film. I'd probably enjoy watching it again and looking at all the background elements and trying to catch all the really fast speaky moments. The story is told third hand in some regards. It plays around with time a lot. There's a lot of time lapses to before and the present and the future, and it's all over the place. But it's really good like that. You're seeing someone read the book of the account that was given to the author by the lobby boy, in some cases from the concierge himself, and that many stages, it comes across well. It actually fits as a narrative like that. There's no information that couldn't have been told to the author while he was getting the information, either from police reports or from the individuals themselves, or from people who would then have told Zero. I don't know what genre you would describe it as, really. What goes on isn't funny, but it's a comedy in that the dialogue is very witty. But there's no moments where you pause to laugh. It's just kind of, oh, what's it called? Humorism. Humorism, where you don't barely laugh, but you just, a lot. No, actually, there were some outright laugh-out-loud moments, and they were friggin' amazing. I think the reason that no one really talks about what happens in the film is because it's not about that. It's about how good and enjoyable it is to watch. And it's one of the things that you can't replicate through words. The story is being told to you as if someone's reading from a book. It's being shown to you like someone's painting it. It's gorgeous, it's incredibly well acted, perfectly paced. The direction in this one must have been, I don't know how many takes it would have taken to get a lot of that dialogue in, but god damn did it work. I love it. I love it wholeheartedly and unquestioningly. It's not really one I can describe to people. You just have to go out and watch it and enjoy it.
Run for your lives.
The other thing about it, which is very much in the thing that I made Sexy and Geeky to talk about, is the romance. There's a lot of that going on. I think the concierge stuff is pretty much bang on. I wouldn't question where that goes. But there is the thing about Agatha. I don't really have that much to say about the romance between Agatha and Zero. I don't find it odd. I don't find it sexist or off-putting or anything. I don't think she's downplayed. Once she's brought into the story, she stays there. And that's great. Nobody rescues her. She's not a damsel at all. They think she's a damsel, but she's actually doing pretty well on her own. And while the romance between them does look quite quick, they're quite young, they're naive, it works. And what's more, it's Zero telling Jude Law, who then pens it to a book. I think one of them cut out the finer details about the romance, because it's not the main point of the story. Stated, minor spoiler, that Zero doesn't want to talk to Jude Law about Agatha. And that's probably why she doesn't feature more prominently. She's in every scene that she needs to be in, but everything about the romance between them flourishing is unspoken, or underplayed, or more correctly, happens off camera. And I think it's fine. I like it. And I love how you can never quite tell with Gustav and his relationships if he's faking it all the time, or if that's just who he is. If he does love all these women in their own way, and he loves to serve in his own way. I don't know if he's been playing the actor for so long that it's just become what he does. It's fantastic. I love it. I love the whole thing. I love it.